はい、ひぐまです。ファイナルファンタジー16続きを始めていきます。ロストウィング。あれ？なんでロストウィングに来たんだ？あ、そうかそうか。協力者になる。ちょっと待って。あ、なるほど。力、出ないのか。飛ぶのか。いや、でもなんか違うな。おや？そうだね。ロストウィングで、踏む。どっちから行ったらいけるんだろう。忘れたなぁ。あ、こっち行かないとダメだ。こういうなんか荷物運んでる人いるよね。落石が片付いた。へえ、なるほどね。こっちから歩いていくんだな。なるほど、なるほど。こっち側から行く場所ではないと。こんなだったっけ？速攻で忘れちゃってる。なんかいる？落ち着いて戦うことを覚えないといけない。ガチャガチャガチャガチャ押しちゃうから。思ってない動きばっかりしてて。ちょっとおお、チョコボ逃げた。風情がないからちょっと歩こうかな。これは明け方なのか、夕方なのか。なんだ？おっ。ガチャガチャ動いちゃうな。あはは、ダメだ。もう、全然うまくできないな。あそこの、ちょっぴり大物を相手にして、気分を晴らそう。ああ、間違えた。 木に阻まれたの。おいおいおい。なんかスッキリしないと戦いになっちゃったな。ダメだな。いかんか、こっち行くと。すっきりしない。お、なんか偶然とはいえかっこよかった。
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
What did you say was in these pies again?
Welcome, good.
そうだった。めちゃめちゃ言われるんだった。
Keep your hands to yourself.
前こんなかっこいいベアラーを目の前にして、よくそんな口が聞けるの。とにかく撫でてやるとかさ。かわいそうなことした。ごめん。あ、拗ねた。もう撫でさせてくれない。なんかいつもね、微妙なタイミングで撫でてくれって言うから、今みたいになっちゃう。
Do you see anything you like? お、1個使ってた。あ、そっか。間違って使っちゃったんだった。あ、ここでもベアラがこき使われてる。大丈夫？君。石化してない？あ、ダルメキアから来てんだ。なかなか。
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
バルナバスにはお色気シーンたくさんあるけど、クライブ君にはそんなにたくさんない。
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
The fruit's not
ね
getting
え、
any
あ、同
fresher.
じことを思ってる。ダルメキアの品物まで集まってるのをねって言ってる。俺もそう思った。
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want.
サベルさん何歳ぐらいなんだろうな。熟女感がすごい。
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
ラッキーボール。
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
仕方ないっていう感じの表情には見えなかったけど。
Seen you around the Vale of late.
この召喚、マダム以外にはあんまり
And if anyone
可
requests
愛い
her
子がいな
company,
い。
tell them she is feeling unwell.
なんかめちゃめちゃおばちゃんっぽい
You
し。
look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
ね、中に入れてもらえるのかと思ってたけど、入れてもらえなくて残念。
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me
でも
do?
ちょっと困ってる。
I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
確かに。
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours.
うん、ハンサムフ
I
ェイ
have
スって
matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find
Handsome
anything,
face って言ったの。
ask for me there.
ましたね。
I should probably start here.
この世界観でもちゃんとイケメンだと認められてる。
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
あの子だね。よっ、
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking
愛
about.
嬌で勝負す
And
る
you've
タイ
already
プの
been
子
sent
だね。
off on an errand, eh? Poor boy.
世話焼き
You'll
の
be
勝負。
knackered
な
before
る
the
ほ
real
どね。
work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
なんかこのゲーム、モブの NPC は、あれだね。英語版
Well then,
の人の、
I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
英語版の方が、なんか顔とか、雰囲気と声が合ってる気がする。日本語版は、モブに関しては割と適当な配役だったのかな。ちょっと失礼な話だけど。そんな感じがしちゃうね。タチエンヌ
Markets are a veritable
タ
meadow.
チエンヌのやつを
Excuse me, you there?
する
The
前に、
gentleman with the...
ついでにやら
I
ないと。
cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
Etienne.
Know exactly what I'd be assisting.
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant. though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
けど、一回しかしないけど、その後君どうするんかな。
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a
酒屋ハー
distiller.
ブショー、
You
酒
need
屋。
only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
聞いちゃう
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands
なんか
on.
悪者顔なの。
And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
はーい。まあ、フライブ君何でも引き受けるんで、ちょっと怪しい仕事をやるの。なるほど。うわあ、いっぱいあるな。そんなにあったっけ？あ、そうかそうか。これは、届けるやつだね。ちょっと一旦これやっちゃって。その後戻ろう。届け物です。
I have no business with branded.
Well, I have business with you.
ご挨拶だな。
A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you.
だいぶ、
Where is
ベ
the
アラ差
merchant,
別への体制はついたつもりだけど。
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
毛先切りにしてやりたい。
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out
の
your
び太のくせにみたい
tongue.
な。
Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
もう、死ぬ、
Cigars.
死ぬほど、
Those cigars are worth more than your life.
ベアラが嫌いなんだ。
Do be careful.
これがダルメキアから来た人がね、まあ顔立ちでわかるよね。なんか中東系だもん。
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
あ、しまった。遠回りしちゃったな。
Reds, whites, ales, meads. Fresh fish.
and
all
a
from
china
the
of roast
sea.
What did you say was in these pints again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
やっぱり感じ悪いな。
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
意外と物分かりでもいい。
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
し、
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
ここに置いてある雑貨ってなんだろう。なんか紐みたいなのにいっぱいぶら下がってる。
You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Some of those expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
これは何？ああ、宝石の原石というか、未加工の石だね。壺屋さん。うわ、なんだ？キノコか？豆？あ、ここも豆類置いてるな。お、これ野菜屋さん。フルーツか。野菜屋さんか。八百屋だね。面白い。あ、パンうまそう。なんかここで出てくるパンって地味だけどうまそうなんだよな。この辺って海あったっけ？てかこれだと全然わかんないな。この辺からか。なるほど。海が近くにあるっちゃあるもんね。そんなことよりも。あ、結構遠。あんまり街中で走ってて仲間だと思われる。歩くのが、これだと遅すぎ？
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil.
How about the veil, then drinks?
お、君は誰？何してるの？やっぱ構造がダリミルの鍛冶屋と似てるな。鍛冶屋さんか。おい、着いた着いた。
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour, and they'd have us march again.
That's what we signed up for.
君たちは。
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
ご挨拶
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though. I'm just passing through. But I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection.
三下感が
This
すごい。
prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest.
I dare say those
左側
ways
の
of
方が確
finding
か
it
強か
out.
ったような気がする。
How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
いいよ。
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only
かっこよく戦
chivalrous
いたい
souls that
な。
we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly
こ
looked
の
after.
3周目の間になんか、すごく上手に戦えるようになりたい。
Fine. If it'll
ガチャ
put
ガ
your
チャ
mind
プ
at
レイから
ease.
出したい。
And just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
はい。いつでもいいのに、すぐでもよかったのに。
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
はい。
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was
ちょっと
Leon
ため
who
攻
gave
撃に
you.
頼らない方法で頑張ってみよう。
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded.
あ、間違えた。あ、いかん。なるほど。あら、全然攻撃してこないね、君は。あれ
So you know one end of a blade from the other.
?あ、終わっちゃったわ。
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon?
しょうがないよ。
So it's a real challenge he wants, is it?
彼は、
Fine.
今負けた彼はアルテマウェポン持ってないもん。
Let's have some fun, shall we?
いいね。
How'd a bearer win the dame's favor anyway?
おいで。あ、当たった。あ、銃かかせやがったな。おー。すぐ吹っ飛ぶな。
It's over. We've got potential. I'll give you that.
あら、ダメだね。終わっちゃった。
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded.
本気でやったらベアラの方が普通に強くなると
After
思
the
うけど
bollocking he
ね。
gave us for missing drills, might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
あ、でもまあクリスタル持ってれ
At
ば、
least we know the dame's in
実
safe hands,
質
I
魔
suppose.
法の力の違いはあんまりないのか。
If you have to tell the dame about this,
クリス
tell
タ
her we
ル
got
さ
a
え
good
あれ
few
ば。
hits in, eh?
この二人クズかなと思ったら意外
Yeah,
と
on second thought, maybe don't mention this
一
to
応
the
同時
dame.
に喋ってる。
We wouldn't want to get into trouble for brawling now, will we?
意外と真面目なんだよ。お。チニマン。
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you.
マチューさん。
Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Hi.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital.
こんな夕方から
much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough.
おお、こんなもん初めて見た。グエリゴール様への祈りなんてあるんだね。ああ、昼寝。あ、昼寝じゃない、昼食か。昼寝かと思った。面白い。
We can't let people starve as well.
あ、こっち飛び降りれる。初めて知った。ごめんね、トルガン。洗濯物を乾かしているベアラがいたはず。こんなん、わざわざやらなくても乾くよ。っていうぐらいの場所だよね、ここ。
You look like you need a rest.
無駄に魔法使わされてる。
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here though. Not where anyone might see.
もう
Has
石
it
が
always been this
石
bad?
化してるじゃん。
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others. That's something at least.
国が管理してるから、こういうベアラを勝手に連れて、シドの隠れ家とかに連れていくわけにいかないんだもん。まあ、シドの隠れ家の、そんな財政的にゆとりがあるわけではなさそうだったしね。かっこいい。確かバレちゃうんだよね。
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
これはなんか、意味のありそうな使わされ方してるけど、もう、この人も足が石化してるんだよな。
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets. Once the men of the garrison have filled their bellies with liquid courage, a brooch won't stay their tempers.
なるほど。こういう会話聞いてなかったから。
Another one of the dame's pets. Why must she let them off the leash?
あら。マダムには逆らえないくせに。ああいうことを言うんだね。
These crystals here are for citizens only. There's none for the likes of you.
The Dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another branded with a target on his back.
息巻いてる。あ、ここにも人がいる。どうせだったら話しかけてね。ああ、確かにね。アルテマの絡みのものだとは言う。綺麗なことは綺麗。ドレイクメイトって確か一番大きいんだったっけ？
Think I might see you tonight?
That depends on how much you want to see.
Ah, you have returned. I believe these are yours.
存在忘れてた。
Delightful. The dame will be pleased. You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
あの辺のマルシェは
Indeed.
商売半分、クリスタル半分っていう感じかね。
A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Markets are a veritable.
この人たちは何喋ってんだろう。酒場？
My cousin in the capital said they lost one of the wolves to leave the.
Good thing they got more than
そ
one,
のことを知ってるんだ。エーテルダマリができた。この海に神に背く者たちが。まがまがしき獣。ん？続きは？続きは？
Oh, grandfather, stop bothering this poor man and eat your supper.
そういうことか。一番大事なところだった。君たち何してる？ ちょっと喋るか。
Tatienne was, is
ごめん。
very special to me. All of my girls are.
あ、これはか。どっちだったっけな。ああ、そっか。
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil. How about
あ
the
あ、
veil?
飲みに行くんだね。喋らないね。ああ。酷使されているベアラ。
I have something for you.
ベアラーの力で家事なんかできないって聞いたけど。この子すごい火力出せるんかな。
You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
普通に見つかっちゃったね。
It's not been half a moon since Bell.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me!
気が荒い兵士。
You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over.
食べてから行きなさいよ。
If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
あっちでもやられてるんだ。やらされてんだね。
Greetings. You are one of the dames chosen, I see. Me. I am but a nameless weaver of song, who would warm the hearts of the good folk of this town with such humble cloth as the muse might permit me to make.
そういや、吟遊詩人ってそんなにたくさん見かけなかったな。
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
We've all had our share of dodgy punters.
Mm.
That's why the Dame has to hire escorts.
If the Dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
ありがとう。みんな何もいらない。さあ。よいしょ、ここへ。もう話をしてくれそうな人はいないね。汚らわしい。
Bastard! Accident my ass!
君たちは何してるの？
Yeah, on second thought, maybe don't mention this to the Dame. We wouldn't be getting into trouble for brawling now, will
二
we?
人、明明に喋る。もうちょっと。君たちは何の話してる？さっき聞いたっけ？無言。無言だ。
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
いいね。
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's coin.
あら、センシティブ。
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
そうだね。
The Dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's.
使ってやる。肩パンしてやる。
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
よし、行くぞ。このままでは今日中に行けなくなっちゃう。ん？うんわ。こっち側か。なるほど。ああ、向こうにもクエストがあるね。一旦ここだ。行ってきまーす。 そういえばこっち側どうなってんだろうね。ああ、なるほど。あとは、ここを通らなかったら崖を下って、みたいな、そういうルートになるってことね。いけると思いますけど。普通の人はこの道を通りたいんだ。
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
なんか青いチョコボは、アビリティポイントがたくさんもらえるとか。
That's enough for today, Branded.
一応夕方になると仕事は終わるんだね。走るか。普通この距離走らないとは思うんだけどね。わ、疲れてるよ。ああ、これ、クソクエストだ。立ち絵の倒してから、助けてから。ああ、もう娘よ。
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my
クエストぐらいは
chores,
しとかないといけないか。
but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
いや。
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
海風がすごいね。マントがめちゃめちゃたなびいてる。
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle Branded underfoot.
いかんか。殺意が全開になってしまう。
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job?
犬や猫だと
I
思
hope
う
they
と。
don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? But why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
この子は良かったね、まだ。人の心がちゃんとあった。
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
もうしょうがない。ついでにここもやっていくか。宝箱なかったっけ？ないか。
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right. Where is he?
I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
ライブって結構人がいいから。おお、すごい無敵の男。
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Stay down!
It's over.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
ここは風が強くてあれやね。
After it.
こんなことしてる場合じゃない。風が強いから、クライブ君のマントがはだけまくって。
My son. You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
まあ、この人たちの感覚で言えばね、世まいことだね。
They were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
Oh, 綺麗。
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
doing.
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home. He's gonna tear your
あの
throat
貴
out
族のお父
eventually.
さんは自力で手なずけようとしたんだ。
Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For the help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
もっとまた会えるのかな。もう一回会ってるのに気がついてないだけかな。よし。やっと、メイン。
Another branded drop in the field yesterday. How do they expect us to finish the harvest when the ones the capital sends us are already half stoned?
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Oh.
It's my turn. Let me try. Come on, give it back. If my dad finds out, he'll clobber me.
持ち出しちゃいかんだね。ってくれるかな。
Buy, sell,
お
or be
さすが
gone.
商売人。これって、2つつけたらどうなるんだろうな。
Good riddance.
ヒートウェーブは、さっきも新しいの作ったよな。ね、これ作ったもんね。あ、待てよ。こ
Buy,
こで
sell,
ヒートウェーブを買っておいたら何かいいことがあるのかな。いや、2つ買っとこう。いい
if
か
that's
わ
what
か
you
らんけ
want.
ど。あ、売り切れた。
Thanks
あ
for
りゃー。
nothing.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
あら、嫌われちゃったわ。ああ、もう、ここ風通し絶対いいから。あんな使われ方。あんま喋ってくれない。
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces.
あ、はい。
But her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach.
ああ、
Remember that.
でも何もないってことはないでしょう。なんだったっけ？あの教会何があるんだったっけな。喋らないの？喋らない。すごいな。めちゃめちゃ軽快に飛び移る。
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down.
Shibushi mochiって言われちゃっ
would
た。
sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Madam. かわいそう、やめさせてあげて。
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
犬みたいな扱いなんだな。
At the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Hmm, セクが教会も気になるけど。
It smells of death here, Torgor.
もう襲われ済みです。
Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
あやられちゃった。
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
Well,
the wolves have been busy.
割と美人
The
な
blood is long dry.
口でか。
So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
本当にアホだね。
Where would they have gone?
Ah.
Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame
じゃあ
waiting.
ますます
And we all know what
ますま
happens
す
to
ひどい。
deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss.
いや本
When
当
the
だよ。
lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
やれやれ。
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the
あ、
comb
ご
will
めん。
give her something to remember
おしゃべり
Tatienne
の
by.
途中で。あ。そうか、早いな、足が。なんか走ってたりするとトルガルがこっち見てるって噂に聞いたんだけど、あまりそういう瞬間を感じたことがないんだよな。あんなドリフトチックな動きするんだもん。ああ。まだ。なんか一人でこんなとこよく来れるよね。
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
よくある話でも悲しくないわけはないもんな。
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
ああ。ダッシュを殺してしまったね。カラスがいる。教会が待ち合わせ場所だったっけ。いやー、また結構時間がかかっちゃったな。
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
裏。
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
Hmm. そんなとこに人がいたの?
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. It means my deeds
こ
will
ん
be
な風に言って
remembered.
た
I'll
この
gladly
二
play the
人が
role
ね
of villain.
と思うと面白い
First, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
念入りにしたく。いやー、すっかり時間がかかってしまった。ちょっと一回区切ろうと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。